Yeah, hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching Chinedu Anichi TV from. My name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO. And this is Chinedu Anichi TV streaming live from the United States of America. So, my people, great people of Africa, great people of Chinedu Anichi TV family in Asia, those of you in Europe, those of you in Australia, those of you in America here, and those of you in Africa, especially those of you in Nigeria. And with particular reference today, the DJs Association of Nigeria, wherever you are, you're a DJ. Like, you're a DJ today, like, chuku, 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 chuku. Today is for you. If you're a DJ out there, big shout out just as you come to this show, as you're joining us on Instagram, joining us on YouTube, anywhere you're joining us from now. Oh yeah, let's go. The whole DJs, I respect you. Today, we're having the president of the DJs Association of Nigeria, number one, the 001 of all the DJs in Nigeria. Today, we'll be having DJ Perfect International. DJ Perfect International. From Aba to Castle Majestic in Enugu, from Castle Majestic to National President of National Association of DJs. Today I have DJ Perfect. Let me have the privilege, bro, to bring to this show DJ Perfect. And DJ Perfect is live and direct here. So DJ Perfect, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, DJ Perfect, this is Chinedu Anichi TV, the African voice in diaspora. And today you're live here. You know, we celebrate our stars, we celebrate our own. So we decided to look for you. After the shaking your national award, we said, something is happening among DJs. We need to seek this 001 that organized this shocking and mind-blowing award. And lucky enough, we have it today. So how are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you very much.
Okay, DJ Perfect, before we go on, let's play a jingle a little and then you introduce yourself to audience. Let's talk our talk. African diaspora. For some people, let's go. Make we talk our talk, nobody just talk our talk for us, Make we talk our talk, oh yeah, everybody chanting the TV. Not that in the house, not that in the Selenge. We don't talk about talk, as if we don't talk about. Mama, brother, sister, you on YouTube. Subscribe and follow Chinedu Anichi TV. Never forgot that I will be the voice of Africa in the diaspora. Voice of Africa, where they show. Now where we today. Gather your family, tell everybody. We see what the one Yes, and today we have DJ Perfect, the number one man of all DJs, and thank God DJ Perfect is here today. DJ Perfect, can you introduce yourself to a very, very responsible and esteemed audience?
Well, thank you very much, the coordinator, the celebrity CSO.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on your program. I was born as a Christian, Joachim Oyebuchi Watuede. I am from Abugo, Kano West local government of Enugu State, Southeast Nigeria.
Wow.
I live in Abia State of Nigeria. By the special grace of God, I am the national president of DJs Association of Nigeria, DJ. I have been a DJ for about 34 years. I've been practicing virtually all my life because I started quite early when we were in secondary school. And I am still practicing to date. I still do my gigs. I still do all the parties around me, very active, to say the least. So once again, thank you for having me on your program. I'm happy.
Yeah, TJ, I do. Good. Thank you also for showing up. So, my people, I don't know where you're watching from, but wherever you're watching from, I want you to write as you speak, share this live video, tell a friend to tell a friend. DJ Perfect, president of DJ Association of Nigeria, is in the show this morning. And Chukwuemeka Bertrand, all of you, I'm seeing you, is the young dog, and all of you already pumping in. And yeah, I can see Lillian, MVBB, Olara B, all of you on Instagram, and those of you on YouTube, welcome, welcome, and welcome again. So, DJ, today, because it's a privilege that you're here, let us just use the opportunity. Some of the people that are coming to our show, would like to ask them, if you have this glory after 34 years of practice, there's always a story behind the glory. The other day they spoke to Osime. Osime said, I hawked pure water. The other day Daddy Shoki was on my show. He told me, Chinedu, do you remember how we used to pick iron in the dustbin in the Jogule? I was with Chiamaka Nadozi, the #1 goalkeeper of Takon, last a few weeks ago. He said he was hawking plantain and all this thing for the mom before God bless. Do you have a story like that? Or did you just come down and start DJing? And if you have a story like that, encourage those who think that their present condition is their permanent destination, for them to be motivated. You can share a little of that story. Oh, go to work.
Yeah, every human being has a story. No matter who you are, you started somewhere. Nobody jumped down from heaven, you know. Nobody jumped down from the skies. I've told you my name. I've told you where I came from. My late father, High Chief James Sede, was a headmaster. I was the third son of a family of 7, 5 boys and 2 girls, all well healthy and kicking in our different businesses. After my primary school in my hometown, Central School, Akugo, I always wanted to be a soldier. I don't know how it came into me, but I love soldiers right from when I was very tender. So I always told my parents I would like to be a soldier. Each time you ask me, I will tell you I want to be a soldier. I met my uncle, my only surviving uncle. I told him I would like to join the Boy Scouts to prepare me, you know, to become a soldier.
For the senior scout.
Yeah. So, but when they saw that I was so serious about becoming a soldier, a secret meeting was held behind me. As a young chap, you know, my father, my late mom, and my uncles, they never wanted anybody from the family lineage. It's actually a Dori family. We are from the Edo Yebo, you know, family. We are called the Okibe family. You're an Igbo man, I guess, so you know the meaning of Okibe, the one that is greater than the rest. So that is the name of our royal, you know, family. So they held a meeting that nobody from our lineage should be a soldier. And I never knew. So what they did was to have a grand plan on how to send me away from the, you know, family house so that I will not continue to be angry. Maybe when I discover that I'm not going to take that line of becoming a soldier. So a friend of my late father, he's also late now, Mr. Joseph Nkwo. Okay, sorry, not Joseph. I can't remember his exact name now, but his younger brother is Joseph. So that my late father's friend came around and told me that I'll be going on holiday to stay with his younger brother in Abia State. That was immediately after my primary school. So I obliged, but I told him that I sat for Nigerian Defense Cadet examination. So I'm waiting for my result. And I also took Nigerian, I think, Air Force School, Zaria. I had their exams also. So we were expecting the result to come so that I'll move into the soldier school and start my career gradually as a soldier to be. So when they had this grand plan against me, I was told that I will go on a holiday. That holiday that is supposed to be for 4 months lasted for, I think, about 5 years. I never visited home again because there I was told that I didn't pass the exams. So I started my secondary education in Aba. So because the man that I was living with, he had a record studio. He sell LP, that is vinyl, that's what we call it, the LP of the old.
Yeah.
So those days he sell LP and cassettes. So after school, we'll come there and we'll help him out to say a lot of customers comes in to record cassettes with their list of songs. So we help out to bring the records, to record the cassettes. Then in the night we'll go to the house and sleep. From there, I fell in love with music. And then my boss, in quote, was not actually a DJ, but we had a DJ that he hired. He was paying him. So all the jams, all the, the hip hop, all the blues, all the whatever music that you want to record, that it was the job of that DJ. He's called DJ Callistus. He's now a pastor. So while Callistus was doing the mix, I'm always around. Those days you have to bring out the LP from the big record, then you have some rack to wipe it, then you place it on the turntable for the DJ. He will select the track he want to play and play it. So while helping him to bring the records, I was also watching the craft, the way he was mixing, and I was also learning it. He did not actually want me to know the secret, the counting of the beats and all the rest of the techniques. But when you are younger, the brain is smarter. So being with him always, I kept watching him doing it, and I was taking cue from what he was doing. So anytime he steps out of the studio, I'll climb the big stool because my hand, I was so little that my hand cannot touch the table where the turntable was placed. So I'll climb that big stool. I will try to replicate what I saw him doing. Sometimes when he returned and the music, I'm carried away with the mix and the practice, I will get a knock or slap from behind. That was how we were trained, and we were never angry about it. So we just jump down and you continue to help him to do the mix. So that was how I learned the craft of mixing. And I think in 1992, before then, because I started mixing for my boss, when he discovered that I was actually a DJ, that I have started mixing on my own, he now relieved that DJ Callistus of his job. Because I'm a friend of his family and I will say I'm living in my own house. So he was happy that I've learned it. So all the parties, and I started attending parties quite early. Started seeing a whole lot of things that I'm not even ordinarily supposed to see at that age. But I started seeing those things in parties. I started, mingling with the big people, going to big hotels because I am a DJ and I learned it, like I said, so early. So I was without my boss until around 1992 when he relocated to Lagos. Because he was not a DJ, he now left the studio for me, so it became mine. It's a kind of settlement for being with him, all these years and helping him to make money. So at a point in my life, one of my elder brothers, a cousin, actually came to Aba and he met me. We used to be very close when we were young. So when he came to Aba to be with the elder brother, we met, and he was the one that told me that I actually passed that examination to military school. But the family decided that I should not go to military school. But I should not tell anybody because it's a secret that is not revealed and is not supposed to be known by me. So at that point, I got frustrated. I got very angry. I started planning on how to go back to my family, to know the reason why they treated me that way. So I started saving money because people actually loved me because I was very young and I was doing music the way they never expected. And there were few DJs then. There are not so many DJs unlike today. So when you are a DJ, you are that important. People respect you. When you walk into a party, everybody is expecting you to play the hit jams. They hail you, they give you money, a lot of gifts. So I started saving the money I was making from our clients then. When I got enough money, I had to, because it's not quite enough to take a vehicle. I have to go to a train station, join a train to my Enugu, and before you know it, I was in my hometown. And as fate may have it, the first person I met as I was walking into the gate was my late mom. And she was so thin, so slim, so dark that I could not even recognize her. I walked past through her, greeted her. But when I now heard the voice, I turned, I said, Mom, are you this? She said, yes. I said, why are you like this? Because she used to be very plumpy. She said she was sick for a very long time. So I started shedding tears. That tears was what sent me back to Aba because I couldn't stand to tell her that I still came back home to continue the idea of becoming a soldier because she was not actually the woman I used to know. So when they announced at me that when my dad came back from school in the evening, like I said, he was a headmaster. So he now was surprised to see me. He now asked me, why are you here? You came home without your boss. How did you manage? I told him my story. I told them everything. They said, do you still want to continue the idea of becoming a soldier? I said, I wish I can, but the situation I've seen my mom, I cannot say no to anything she's asking me to do. Since she said that she doesn't want me to be a soldier, I cannot continue to insist to be that soldier because if anything should happen to her, maybe people will say because she insisted against her will. So I decided to go back to Aba and continue with my life as a DJ. That was the story of my DJing life. And when I returned to about 1992, when the boss left for Lagos, he now left the studio for me. He said, boy, this place now belongs to you. I was so happy. So I started practicing, started making names. And my name actually came from one of our managers then. He was actually the senior, you know, will I say servant to our boss. He was the manager of our company there because we have so many studios, like up to 5 different branches. So he's the head of the entire 5 branches. So because of how I normally argue intelligently when any situation come up, be it political, be it our local village discussions, because of the wealth of experience or wisdom at which I discuss a lot of matter. So each time you want to argue with me, he will tell you, no, please don't argue with this man. My real name is Oyebuchi. He will say, don't argue with Oyebuchi. He's actually Mr. Perfect. Whatever he tells you, either it is the truth or is correct. So from there, jokingly, they started calling me Mr. Perfect. So when I now had the opportunity to take a name for myself, I only removed that Mr. and added the DJ Perfect. Then when I did my 30 years anniversary as a DJ, way back in Aba in Etona Hotel, the likes of Jimmy Jat was my guest DJ Jimmy is a Nigerian topmost DJ, the legend of the greatest of all time. He is a friend. We liked each other, but he's like a father to me. So he came to Aba and played for me for free. Then I attracted also the immediate past president of DJs Association of Nigeria, the man I take over from. That's a DJ Cool, Taja Adeyemi. He's in Abuja. He was in my event then. That was when I think DJ Vegas also came through from Oka. Vegas is now in Canada. DJ Stan came from Abuja. I have so many DJs, more than 20 of them, you know, from outside Aba, from outside Abia State. They all play turn, you know, one after the other. It was such a magnificent, you know, show. That was where I christened my name, DJ Perfect International. That's my story. I hope I'm not taking too much time to analyze it, but that is the true story of DJ Perfect International. If I should add, I will tell you that I'm also successful in marriage. I'm married to a very beautiful woman from my hometown. Luckily, another princess, you know, from the Wobodo family, Akbugo. Anybody that knows Akbugo knows that it's the biggest and the greatest family of our, you know, hometown. I married Rosemary, former Wobodo. You know, she's the third daughter of Charlie K, the man popularly known as Charlie K. We have, as of today, we have 5 kids. We have a boy and 5 beautiful girls running around the home. So whatever a man will beat his chest and say he is successful in whatever he do, I can also beat my chest and say I am a very, very, very successful DJ.
Wow. Yeah, DJ Perfect, thank you for that very, very clear and very, you know, coordinated presentation of your summarized history that shows there was really a story before this glory. So, and for those of you out there, you had his story, and this story goes a long way to tell you that I don't know where you are now, but wherever you are, what you're passing through, where you are now, is not your permanent destination. You know, from becoming a soldier to going to holidays of 1 month, turning to 5 years, from there coming back, changing his mind, becoming a professional DJ, now DJ International, now president of all DJs in Nigeria. Do you understand? So this world is all about destiny and all about consistency and all about, you know, when you see yourself into something, then you put your mind there, you know. From there, he earned his name, Perfect. And today is DJ Perfect International. DJ Perfect, thank you for coming to the show and taking time to explain this to us. Yeah, you're here today. DJ Association of Nigeria just had few days ago their first of its kind award night that in fact the wave went across the whole Nigeria. That's how I decided to trace you. And what inspired you on inception of office? What inspired you to give people this award?
Thank you very much. Let me give you a little history or story about the JAM. When we started as non-DJs. We call it National Association of Nigerian DJs. That was within the Southeast, some South, Southwest, and North. But in Lagos, they had what they call DJs Association of Nigeria, DJAN. Then the president was Jimmy Jat. Then our own non-DJs, the president was Tade Adeyemi, DJ Cool, living in Abuja. When we started moving around from one state to another, you know, meeting ourselves on conference and other events, I was one of the people that said we cannot have 2 national associations at the same time. We started making overture to Lagos, Lagos is the center of excellence and also the center of entertainment in Nigeria, if not Africa. So whether you have 30 states under your belt with any name and Lagos is standing alone, they will always have that edge because of the nature of Lagos and the entertainment. So we started talking. Luckily, the two associations agreed to come together, merge, but we decided to take the Lagos name. We believe that the name DJs Association of Nigeria, DJAN, is more, encompassing. So we adopted it. Then at the same time, that of the slogan, because we say DJs, one beat, one voice. That is our slogan. So the slogan of Lagos that time says the beat and the beat goes on. But the slogan of non-DJ says one beat, one voice. So we believed that one beat, one voice is better in the air. And it makes more sense. So we took the Lagos name and the slogan of non-DJs. Then the merger. Then we now change the nomenclature of the registration certificate, which now embrace the 6 geographical zones of the country and Abuja. That becomes the national movement. Then Jimmy is such a busy man, but a very intelligent administrator. And he wanted this to see the light of the day. So he said, there is no need for me, to contest against the president from the side of non-DJs. Let me step aside and allow him to be the president. That was in Oka, Anambra State. I was there. That was how Tade, that's a DJ Cool, became the president. And after 1 year, we went to Jos, Plateau State, and held the first ever DJs Association of Nigeria national election. There, the president was elected. DJ Cool continued as a president, now elected. Then I became his deputy president from then. That was about 8 years ago, because he had 2 tenures. It should be 3 years, but because of COVID, they now have 7 years. So both of us have 7 years together as president and the deputy president. So working under him as the deputy, I learned so many things because he's actually like a father to all of us. He was grooming us, training us, sponsoring us, virtually feeding us when we were nothing almost. He was always there for us. So the story of the Jan cannot be told without mentioning Tade Adayemi, TJ Cool. He's always there for us. So during the last months of his tenure, we started campaigning for the office of the president. So a lot of people showed interest. Some later, stepped down and merged, with some other forces. And consistently, I kept telling the Ghanaians and Nigerian DJs my dream for them, what I had in mind. And one of them is this conference that you just mentioned about, sorry, the award night you just mentioned. Because actually, Nigeria and Nigerians does not respect the craft of DJs and the personality of DJs the same way they don't pay well for DJing and the work of a DJ. So I was telling Nigerian DJs that if I become your president, I'm going to work hard to bring respect, to bring popularity to the name of DJs, not just one person, not just one brand. Because when you come to where I live, I am living as a brand. People pay me not just because I'm a DJ, they pay me because of my name, they pay me because of who I am, the years I have put in and the success I've achieved in the industry. The same way if you go to Port Harcourt, you see people like Ofori Williams and the rest. You go to Calabar, you see a whole lot of DJs. Lagos, the same. So DJs have been building their names, individually, growing their brand individually. So what I was telling them that we will be better together. If I become president, the insult, the neglect, both from the government and the individuals that we work for. I will do a lot to reduce it by introducing projects and programs that will attract us to people and they showcase our qualities to those people. So one of them, when I was elected, I started making plans for this Nigerian National DJs Award. Reason is that we've had so many awards in Nigeria, still having awards. And that award, you see people like musicians that DJs made. Because these musicians, when they are growing up, when they have not hit stardom, they play their music, they bring us the music. We play it. We promote the songs. But when they now become hits, and when they become celebrities, they will also look down on those DJs that made them. So these are the things I want to correct. You see awards everywhere. I don't want to call any name, but they organize awards. But I have never seen anytime they call a DJ to give him an accolade or an award to celebrate a DJ, knowing that without DJ, even in that event of the award, there is a DJ on the background supplying the music and monitoring the microphone system. So even in video, they will give award to video producers, the actors and actresses. They give, just name it, photographers, all class of people within the entertainment industry. But they will never remember DJ. The same way you go to an event, DJ will come first, he will go last. If anything should happen to any DJ equipment in event, it is DJ that everybody will be talking about. But this same DJ who is so important that when his equipment goes bad, everything scatters, will be in event from morning till night, and a food vendor will not give food to that DJ. Even when DJ will send his voice to go and get food, because we have been here since morning, the food vendor will tell you one story or the other. It's not time to serve. Or sometimes there will be that rude to even tell you that it's not time to serve the DJ. So these are the issues. They look down on the DJs, they slight on us. But I can tell you one controller that a DJ is using, some are sold for 7 million. Like each time I set up to play, God knows what I'm saying. The equipment that is mounted in any hall where I'm playing is well over 7 million. But somebody whom ordinarily you can engage and pay as your staff will look down on you because she's a food vendor. So is that bad? So I promise my colleagues that I'm going to do something that will make them feel proud, that will make them stand tall. And this is just what we started last Saturday, the 7th of December 2024. It's a historical day in the life of myself as the president, the life of the JAM as an association, and the life of all DJs in Nigeria, both registered and non-registered, because we have some DJs who are not registered. Some of them were also selected for an award. They got award, even though they are not registered members. They benefited, meaning that we are not segregating. We want to bring everybody on board. We need that unity. We need that cohesion. All of us need to be under one umbrella. When we are together, we'll be better. That is the essence of bringing people who are not registered to award them. Then states, like we have almost the entire states in Nigeria, the 36 states under our belt, including the FCT. So we gave award to regional coordinators, the best of them, best state chairman, copyright the best copyright compliant state, because it will interest you to know that we have partnership with what is called MCSN, Musical Copyright Society of Nigeria. They are the CMO in charge of collecting the royalty payment every year for artists and the owners of the intellectual properties that we are using. So we'll have a pact with them. and we pay our royalty every year and we'll continue to pay. So these are the things that we are doing. When you recognize that it's important to pay tax to government, you are promoting your craft. You are making yourself relevant. Government will not insult you. They will take you serious. Again, when we noticed that nobody is celebrating us, we started looking out for sponsors. And when we could not get, because it's a new brand per se to them. So we started speaking to people we know. Unfortunately, one man stood out, and that is Chief Friday, the owner of a Castle Majestic Hotel, Enugu. He is virtually the sole sponsor of the event you saw last Saturday. He sponsored it with all his heart, and he was there live. And I will tell you, it was massive, a magnificent event that attracted all the who is who in the industry. And those who could not make it, they called to say, please, I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but next time I'm going to be there. The likes of the DJ of NCC, the Nigerian Copyright Commission, he was there. The likes of Kenny Ogumbwe, Kenny's Music, he was there. Jacob Akinyemi Johnson, the JAJ of Silverbird, he was there. There are too many personalities in the DJ industry. The Neptune of this world, he got an award, he was there to collect it himself. The Humilities, DJ Humility, all of them were present to collect the award. So it was very, very massive, and I can assure you the news will not die down even after the end of this year, because DJs are also celebrating themselves after the event. They are so happy. I've been getting a lot of calls, accolades are coming, so it gives me a lot of joy that such a thing has come to be. I'm very, very happy, to say the least. And this is the logo of the association, DJs Association of Nigeria. Now we have trademarked it, the name and the logo. So those who are using it online, or those who are running a parallel association, still using our logo, is a sound of warning to all of you. The logo is now trademarked within Nigeria laws. So you can't continue to use property that is not yours. So this is the story of Bijan, and this is the reason for what you saw last Saturday. Thank you very much.
I think the guy who gave you that name, DJ Perfect, knows what he's saying, and I think I'm beginning to align with him for giving you the name, because some of this quality, even though in his perfection is subjective, because man is free but always in chains, and the nature of man produces imperfection. But at least you come up with something reasonable. It can be ascribed to perfection within the human judgment. So I give it to him for giving you that name. So DJ Perfect, to your good. So it was a successful association. I saw it myself. And I'm happy also that you mentioned here you are giving a very big shout out to FACO International, Mr. Friday Egbebembe, one of Nkano Land, the CEO of Castle Majestic and FACO Worldwide Business. So we thank God that you got him. He's a very good man. I also know him. And that's great. That's great achievement. So moving on, I want to ask you, what do you think is the challenge as a president and as 34 years experienced DJ? What do you think is the most challenging thing DJs are facing, or what is militating against their growth?
Okay, thank you very much. As a person, like I've told you, I've practiced for like 34 years thereabouts, and I thank God for life. First challenge is the health hazard of the job, the risk. I know that every business is associated with risk, but ours, the risk is high. We're always on the road, traveling from one location to another. Like myself, I've traveled virtually all parts of Nigeria to play. So I know everywhere. We take that risk. Some of us play in the clubs, in the lounges, radio stations. They stay with air condition from night till morning. People smoke, they inhale a whole lot of things, So the health hazard. And recently, we have moved away from the old turntable to CDs. Now everything is done from our laptop. So you see, sometimes the height of the laptop is not, as the same with your face. So either you're looking up or you're looking down. And when you look down a lot, which is most cases, we look down to press the laptop to select the songs. So some of us are developing some pains on the neck. Like myself, I have it right now. I've been to hospital several times. So sometimes you notice numbness on your fingers, and some of us will even go on stroke. So, well, many DJs didn't know of all these health hazard in the past. They were just living their life, thinking they are catching from. But now that the association has come, we started talking to them about the hazard. So they are now beginning to learn about it, to know about it, and start working towards eliminating those things that we do that actually work against us. And sometimes one of the problems is the people that engage us, the club owners, the lounge owners. They hardly pay for the services rendered. When you know that a DJ is good and you want to hire him, you want to retain him, you should be able to pay well. So sometimes you see a DJ with a very big name trending, reigning from years to years, but when you see him and he's almost a pauper. So these are the things the association is now talking about. Before you engage yourself in a club, you should be able to know the level of that club, what they can pay, what's the level of the income coming to them. Can it sustain you as a professional DJ? If it cannot, then you don't need to take the job. Then I've discussed about the slight from the public. DJing is a job that so many people do not want to take in the past because of the perception of Nigerian people, most Nigerian people, not everybody, but let me say most Nigerian people, the perception they have about DJs, they tend to lay down anybody that they hear that this person is a DJ, not knowing that this is an honorable business, an honorable job, a job that puts food, not just putting food on the table, but a job that is almost indispensable because you cannot have any event without a DJ. A club cannot function without a DJ, and you need to go to club to listen out. After a hard day job, you need to go to club, listen to good music, forget some of your worries, momentarily. This is what DJs are capable of doing. So we need that respect. We're not even pleading for it again. We need to work it out ourselves. We need to push it to the people because when you are in the middle of club, vibing and people are dancing and getting, high, and happiness is all over their faces, and eventually pause the music. The groove stops. Everybody will look up where the DJ booth is. DJ, what's going on? What's going on? That is the importance of DJ. So some of the time we do all those things to attract attention. So sometimes people like us who have the confidence, who can play in the middle of a party, who can stop the music and use microphone like a hype man. We tell them that, are you happy with what we are doing? They will respond, yes. Everybody will cross yes, but they want you to continue. I said, this is why DJs should be respected. See how happy all of you are, how disappointed you are now that the music is stopped. Then DJ pop the volume again, you drop the vibe, they'll start clapping for you. Everybody is happy once again. So these are the things that DJs does, So we need to build that respect. So the major thing that is working against us is government. The government of Nigeria need to take music serious. Like Kenny Ogumbe, Kenny's music said during our event last Saturday. In one of his interviews, he said that Nigerian government have never supported music. And I will beat my chest as a national president. I will tell you that is very, very correct. We need to take music serious. Music is life. Music is everything. Music is like water. Music can reduce all the vices that we are experiencing in the country today. If Nigerian federal government take music serious, I will tell you the reason why I said they are not serious about music. From February, I took over government, I think November last year, 2023. From February, I started coming to Federal Secretariat in Abuja, going to various ministries like the NCC. They were so accommodating. God will bless that PG. That is Mr. Asen. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce the name very well, but Mr. Asen, the DG of Nigerian Copyright Commission. He's such a nice man. He's such an accommodating man, a man who understands entertainment and, you know, the creative industry, how it should be. But I'll tell you, we've written to Nigerian Youth Development, the Ministry of Youth Development. No reply, no phone calls, nothing. We have gone to the creative ministry itself. It will interest you. From February till now, they have not replied our letter. They will not take calls when you call them. They will not reply the call. You write a letter, they will not respond. So it's one will begin to wonder, why should people come to television, national television, and say, there is a ministry for creative economy? When you take music serious and take other entertainment people that make up the creative sector serious, Nigeria will start changing. Some of the things we are seeing today will start going down because people don't even know what to do. But people like us, we have been knocking on their door. You are keeping all the budget that government gave to you to spend on the youths of this country as a youth minister. You are keeping all the money that was allocated to creative industry. The people who have the platform to help you utilize it to the glory of the president, who have this vision of creating the creative economy, you are frustrating it. So it's just something that I don't know how to comprehend it. You know, DJs Association of Nigeria and DJ as
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's like a little hinge in the network, maybe from his phone background, maybe he had a call or something. But we are still listening to DJ Perfect, the president of Association of Nigerian DJs. They just had an award ceremony. Okay, I think we'll be back to the show. I think he's back to the show.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
All these 5,000 registered members of the JAN I'm talking about, they are all self-employed. No assistance whatsoever from the government. We have approached government to do what we call training school, DJs Academy. Because what we have today, DJs Academies we have today belongs to individuals, you know, but government, if you want to reduce criminality, if you want to reduce all this Boko Haram, all this banditry, all these, what's the one in the southeast here, or non-government, all those stuff, it is because many people don't know what to do. Music can help. They should take music serious. If you have in every state one DJ Academy under the watch or management of DJs Association of Nigeria, we can train different types of people, young, old, female, and male. It's not difficult to learn our craft. There is the elementary part of DJing, there is the secondary part of DJing, and there is also the professional part of DJing. There's a lot of bars, lounges, clubs, springing up hotels everywhere. All these people need quality DJs. They hire DJs, they pay. So by the time you train DJs in some states, you have taken their mind away from those wrong vices that is eating up the country. So what am I saying in the essence? These people that is in charge of creative industry should start doing what the president have in vision. The reason why President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, he is such a creative man that he created this ministry because he knows that it's huge. It's very, very huge. If people, under that ministry will manage it well and harness the potentials in this country, I am telling you, the banditry and all those vices will reduce to a great percentage. Because when you train a DJ, when you train a comedian, when you train, I don't want to go into other business anyway. Let me concentrate on my own, which is DJing. But when you train enough people or engage them in training, they will not have time to go and learn how to shoot, how to kill their fellow citizens. They will not join terrorism. So these are the things we are capable of doing. We can go to primary schools, secondary schools, even universities, organize shows. Young people like music. They will come out. While we are playing, we can stop the music in the middle of the show and speak to them. And that time, they're already captivated by the music. So whatever you are saying that time is getting into their head. They are understanding you because they want you to continue the music. So they will take the message home. We have written NYSC that we can be coming to the orientation camp to train the young graduates who just graduated. They have not replied. We have written to NDLE, that is a Nigerian drug law enforcement agents, that we can reduce also the intake of hard drugs. Engage DJs. We'll go to schools. We'll play music for them. We'll attract their attention. We'll speak to them. We have the language they hear. That is language of music. But you write to all those people, they are busy. What they do is just to go to television and speak big grammar so that the president will think they are working. For me, that is not why they were hired. You were hired to listen to people on the street, to bring ideas. We are the people. When you say you're outside, the normal language of DJing and the entertainment, we say we're outside. We're outside means we're not at home. We are in a place where entertainment is going on. So we are the people always outside. We know what is going on in the streets and we know how to approach those people. But the government is far from us. They don't want to hear. They don't want to listen. So the vision of the president becomes obsolete. He as a president, he can't be everywhere. He doesn't know what I'm saying here now. But he appointed people to do it, but they're not doing the job. Take me anywhere, I will say it before them. The ones that are doing the job, like the man I mentioned here, Mr. Shen, honestly speaking, if I have my way, I will write for his promotion to even beyond the DG he is. Because this is a man that if he becomes a minister today of maybe that creative industry or an industry that is related with music, he will do wonders. I'm telling you the truth. Because I've been seeing him and we have been working with him.
Yeah, DJ Perfect, thank you for all these efforts. You see, that's the problem we have with Nigeria, where we come from. And when the video comes out to grant interview, they will say the video is talking down on the country. You see the personal efforts you have been making to allow God, instead of government begging you. If it's in this country, like in America, it's government that will be begging you, begging the association, can you partner with us to go and do this and do that? This one, you are writing, you are going, and nobody is interested. That is the problem. Our value system is to go to television and speak big grammar. Speak big grammar that has no impact on the citizens of Nigeria. Just like you intelligently articulated programs that can reduce crime to the barest minimum. You see, there's no society that is completely out of crime, but at least it can be reduced. And Nigerians like music. Nigerians like music. And anything you package through music can be sold to Nigerians, especially the young people, as easy as ABC.
Yes.
If you write a book in Nigeria, if you want to hide information from the young Nigerians, put it in the book. Nobody will buy it. Nobody will listen to you. But if you put it in a rap, and give it to DJs to play, that music, that information will go to any part of Nigeria. So I challenge the government of Nigeria. I challenge the ministries, especially the creativity ministry, the DJ. You are hearing us from African Voice in Diaspora. See, attend to these DJs. Listen to their requests. Listen to this passionate way of executing positive values or impacting positive values to the young people, injecting it into the society so that it can now, reduce people's inclination to crime. So thank you, DJ Perfect, for all these initiatives. Thank you. Thank you. We'll also join you and continue to call on one or two. After this, I'm going to root out for some of those people you mentioned to bring them to this interview and ask them one or two questions. All right? So thank you for coming. I want also to ask you, just enumerated your challenges. As a president, what legacy would you like to leave behind? And how do you envision this organization in the next 5 to 10 years?
Wow. We have already started on a good footing. Like the last time we had conference, actually before the award night, we had our conference. The AGM was on Friday, then the conference was on Saturday in the day before we had the award night in the night. And we attracted virtually all the big media houses in Nigeria. They have been reporting the news. When I was asked to do my opening speech, normally in Nigerian setting, somebody will begin to tell you his achievements and, glowing grammars that will not come to, anything. But who are not raised that way. One little I told my members is that I promise to work hard. I've been working hard. I will continue to work hard. So there should be the people counting my achievements. They should be writing it down one after the other. So the biggest of them all is what you saw and the reason why you called me today. And we're not going to leave it. Like the DG I kept mentioning told us, see, what you have done today is magnificent. It's unprecedented. But I say, you are doing this on 7th of December after 12 midnight. By 8th of December of this same month, this same year, start planning for 2025. And that is exactly what we have started doing. So this time around, we're even going to have a bigger award night. We're going to partner with a lot of people like I went to see Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy replied our letter. He said, we came late. Actually, we wrote him late, but he has promised that he's going to be part of the project from beginning. And some other multinational companies that I wouldn't want to place their name on your TV, but they are in my heart and they have assured us they will work together with us. So it's not just the awards. We are having what Americans call the DMC. We're having our own in Nigeria now. We're going to start around February. We'll have a consultant already. He has done all the plannings. So we are reaching out to both government again and the multinationals and all the companies, and especially the musicians. They should come and partner with us because it is their songs that is going to be played. So the MMC means Mixed Masters Championship. That is, we'll go to what we call the units and compete among our members. We'll have a champion. The unit, if you have like in case of Abia State, we'll have like 4 units. The 4 best from every unit will compete amongst themselves, and Abia will have a champion. We'll move to Southeast region, Northwest, Southwest, all those kind of things. They will also have champions from every state, and they will compete amongst themselves in the region. Then the region will have a champion. We will now have the national champion, which is going to be in Lagos. So these are part of the things we are doing. It will keep DJs busy. Like all the shows like the BBN, we are thinking of partnering with them in no distant time so that they will be selecting DJs from our association, the registered DJs, who are also copyright compliant. Because from next year, 2025, it will be virtually difficult for you to DJ in Nigeria if you are not paying copyright license. I am telling this for free because both with the DJ Association, we have come out to partner with the Music Copyright Society of Nigeria to go out. Since it is the law of the country, we are paying already. Those who are not paying will point where they are. The law will catch up with them and they will pay the government. So it's going to be that tough next year. If you want to be a DJ in Nigeria, you have to pay the copyright license through MCSN. So those are the things we are bringing up. When we are doing the MMC, the Mixed Master Championship, DJs competing among themselves, is going to be explosive on TVs. I will invite you to also join us sometimes when we are having it live so that people can watch also from your station. So when you have such things going on, and you also have the award coming up, and all these projects I have mentioned to you, we have written them down and is gathering dust in government offices. So if eventually they're listening and decide to work on those things, it's going to keep DJs busy. It's going to keep people that are not even DJs, aspiring DJs busy. So when you are busy, you don't think of how to harm the next person. You will only think of how to improve on your skills, especially when you know that your skills will reward you. If you're a good DJ and you compete during the MMC, when you become the national champion, you know that you can go to America and compete. You go to South Africa and compete. You go to Ethiopia, you go to UK and compete. So these are the things we are doing. And our DJs are very happy. They are complying. So we'll continue to bring out more ideas. Let me not say everything that I have in mind on one show, so that when next I will appear here, I will have more to tell you. But certainly, we'll have a whole lot to do for Nigerian DJs. And by the time I'm done with my first 3 years, if I decide to run again, it will be their choice. But if I don't want to run again, I will go home a happy man that I have set a standard that my incoming will, leverage on to better the lives of Nigerian DJs. So certainly, I promise myself and I promise all the Ghanaians, all the DJs in Nigeria, registered and unregistered, that there are so many projects that can keep us busy and will earn us a good living. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, DJ Perfect. DJ Perfect. You've really done well. I must confess, it's not because you're in my show. DJ Perfect, I've met you one-on-one and at Castle Majestic. Several times I've visited Nigeria. I've always been there. I've seen you perform in real life, and you really know what you're doing. So today, the kind of demonstration, the kind of positive vibes you give to entertainment, I now see how you grew from, the grass to grace now today. So the story is important because if you didn't share this, people won't even know. They just think that maybe you just find their way like other Nigerian sectors. You just maybe through one rigorous, one very unfamiliar source, you got to the presidency. At least putting 34 years as a DJ is not beans or rice.
Sure.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And rounding up now, I would want to ask you, what do you really, in a summary, what's your advice to upcoming DJs? What are those virtues they will imbibe? What are those things you people did? But before you answer that one, just remember something. Before you just answer that one, I want you to touch the DJ pattern with the involving technology, the improvement, introduction of AI, and a lot of things. You know, you started with a manual, or what do I say? Okay, I've forgotten the word I want to use, but I'm saying things were not so digital like this when you people started. So that experience of that, what has changed and what are the challenges associating it? Because the kind of character analog, I was trying to say, you started with analog, now you are in the digital. So what's the difference between the analog experience and because you are balanced, you are in both, you saw the analog, the digital, and even the AI, introducing the AI. So what do you think are the major difference between your era of analog and this era of digital way of putting up DJ work?
Okay, thank you very much. The difference is just very simple. There are two things in parallel line, just like you have palm kernel. Sometimes when you break it, you find out that there are two of them inside, one this way, but there is a gap in between. The gap here is the manpower, the strength, then the intelligence. When we started, everything was manual. So you have a very big box where you carry your records to parties. So it consumes a lot of space. Unlike today, that all your collections from CDs will have moved to laptop. So everything is in your laptop and your hard drive. So it's a lot easier now to carry your songs to your venue, unlike when we have LPs. So you have to create that box, and somebody has to be around you, and you have a list from where you play from. So your boys have to be around you to look at the list. They know the next song you want to play most times. They will give you, except if you change your mind. Maybe you have seen the response of the people on the dance floor. You decided to alter your original list. So you can ask them to, no, jump this and give me this. But those days, you look at the list, you select. So it wastes a lot of time. But now you just look at your laptop, you type the name of song you want, it pops up, you drop it, and you're dropping it in. So that's another difference. But I will tell you that during our time when we started, you have to do a whole lot of practice. When a song comes out, because there is no BPM, the beat per minute is not written on any screen, unlike today. So you have to play the song from your head. You place it where the BPM belongs. So it's a whole lot of task. The scratch, there was no scratch live. You do everything from your head. So that is why I said people are somehow lazy now, unlike before. There are few DJs who practice now. But those days, if you don't practice, you are not in the game. You are not doing yourself any favor, because you cannot know the BPM of any song. You will not even know the genre, because sometimes some artists will have different genres of songs in one album. People like Robert Kelly can do R&B, he can do slow, blues. He can also do a harder beat. So you need to play all the 10 tracks, maybe 5 tracks in front. You turn the LP again, play the 5 tracks at the back, maybe 10 tracks album. You now place each one where it belongs so that you know how to mix it. But these days it's not like that. Songs does not even actually come from albums again. Before albums comes, we have already exhausted the album by track by track, because artists prefer to release track by track these days. So some albums, before it will come out, even some of the songs there have become an old song in the ears of people. That's the way it is. So now a lot of work is not expected of a DJ in terms of separating the genres, separating the BPM. There are a whole lot of differences. A whole lot. It has changed a lot. Even the style of mix have changed. But people like us, we maintain our standard. And some clients come to me because of my pattern of play. Because those days, everybody try to carve a niche for himself. You know, you develop your own playing pattern. Those days, I can just come into a party without looking at the DJ. If I listen to 2, 3 tracks, I will say, this DJ Grandmaster playing. If they come where I'm playing also, when I play 2, 3 tracks, they will say, this is not a perfect kind of mix. So, because my own, I have a lot of patience with my song because I love the songs. So when the one in play is going out, you will be hearing the one that is coming. That is how my mix comes. And that was the way we were trained. But these days, you will see a young DJ, the way their own works, sometimes I get tired of it because it cannot motivate me. But it motivates people of this age. They call themselves the Gen Zs. So you hear somebody playing maybe a song of 78 BPM or 80 BPM, you just scratching something from 130. The disparity is too much. It's not mixable. So what they do is to drop this one abruptly, scratching the other one. And you see the Gen Z people, they jump up and help, but we don't mix like that. So we take the songs in sequence from 80 to 90, 95, 100. You keep climbing. And that is the way your audience will be climbing with you because there's what we call party starters. When you come to a party, you don't start playing your hits. So you start with the slow one, the party starter, you know, going back and forth. But these days, you see so many young people, they're just coming to a party, they start with the highest of the hits they have come to do. When you exhaust your hit, and that time people are now ready to dance after eating and drinking, they are now on the dance floor. You have nothing to play again because you have already exhausted your hits. And most of them, the drumming, they pay more concentration on the drumming, the kick, you know, and blowing of horn. That is the interest of the younger DJs. And each time he drop a song, he will mention his name for you to know him. Our own training does not allow that. We are told that if you're a good DJ, it is the audience that will rate you. They will come and ask, what is the name of this good DJ? Not when you drop a track, you will tell the audience whom you are, whether you are mixing well or not, whether you are transiting well or not, whether you're scratching well or not. So these are the difference. A lot of things have changed. But people like us, we maintain the old style and we also bring in a little from the new style so that you'll still be in business because you have to play for older people and also the younger audience so that you will not be completely out of business or condemn yourself to old school.
Yeah, thank you, DJ. So now we come to what I asked you before, and that is, what is the advice we give to the upcoming, the Gen Zs? Because for you to have a 34 years experience with 5 kids, married, you're balanced, nobody is perfect, but you can beat your chest and say, yes, with this profession, I'm successful. So I think you can be a reference point for somebody who really wants to grow in this profession. So with your experience, what will you tell the upcoming DJs that you people, the kind of things you people did, the kind of behavior you adopted, the kind of virtues you embraced that made you successful?
Okay, talking about that, when I was introducing myself, I told you I'm a prince. I told you I came from an ancient kingdom. So first and foremost is your home training plays a lot in whatever you are going to be. You know, the way we were brought up, we were told a whole lot of things. We were disciplined to respect people, to respect their lifestyle, even if it doesn't match your own. So whatever business you are going to do, you have to put all those things into cognizance. You have to be sure that you respect yourself first. You respect the people who are around you. When you respect them, you have gained their own respect. So whenever you are coming, they'll say, oh, Perfect is coming. As such a very respectable young man, that makes impression. I have trained a whole lot of DJs. Some are in Lagos, some are in the north, of course. So many of them in Abaya, some are in Enugu, of course, playing for me. So I have a lot of experience with young people. You need to be patient with them because their reasoning is totally different. So you have to be patient with them if you want them to succeed. They're always ready to listen, though stubborn, but they will listen. At the end, they will grow with whatever you are telling them. So going forward, the young DJs, each time I have opportunity to talk to them, I always tell them that life did not end becoming a DJ. It's good for you to become a DJ. It's good for you to be playing well, but it's also good your courage, the way you carry yourself. You have to earn the respect of the people. Two, your living habit. You don't indulge yourself in smoking, things that will damage your system, that will not allow you to, grow older or practice till the older age like us. I am 51 years old. I am still practicing, still hoping to practice even till I cannot carry myself anymore. So there is no limit to when you should stop DJing. So you have to be careful with your intake, the food you eat, what you drink, what you smoke. Because most times people out there saying that every DJ is a drunkard, every DJ is a smoker. No, it's a wrong, notion. It's not true. Some of us don't drink, some of us do, but minimally. So I am advising the young people that plating your head, Dada, doesn't make you a superstar. You can see the Neptune of this world, who are currently one of the biggest name in Nigerian DJ industry. He received one award last Saturday. When you see him, he looks very decent. So you cannot insult him. He can walk into any bank and you think he's part of the system. He can walk into any law court and people will respect the way he has dressed and even want to emulate it. So that you did not want to tie your belt does not make you a DJ. Wearing your trousers down, revealing your inner wear, it doesn't make you the best of the DJ. So all these things attract respect from sophisticated people because actually the most successful people are also sophisticated. So, but your lifestyle attracts you to them. You need to train always, learn the business to the highest level so that you can be invited anywhere to play and you will succeed. Don't limit your knowledge. Don't, because DJ Perfect train you, you don't want to see a DJ Neptune play. You don't want to see a DJ Humility play. No, you need to see all of them play. There are things they do that I cannot do. There are things that comes from inside. Music is spirit, they say, and I believe it. So sometimes you will be on stage and you look at your crowd, your audience, you'll discover that these are older people. You don't have to start spinning the latest songs. They will be looking at you because they don't understand. So if you want to make sense to them, you have to play songs that they know. And that is the best way to play a party. You have to try the psyche of your audience. When you play for 10, 15 minutes, if you're a good DJ that is well trained, you have tried the psyche of the people. By the kind of songs you play it, you watch them. If you see the response, it will tell you the class where they belong. Some people will tell you, I need current songs. To them, what they call current song is the popular ones. So when you are playing the latest songs, they will not be dancing. They will be wondering, why are you doing this to us? Like these days, the Amapianos of South Africa have taken over the airwaves. But some people don't understand that Amapiano have more than 5,000 different tracks. So what they do is that sometime ago I was in a party and the man called me and said, Perfect, why are you not playing like yourself? I said, what happened? He said, you have been repeating one song. Amapiano have a way, almost the same beat, So he said, the songs we are doing is almost the same. I said, no, I've played more than 10 tracks. He said, no, it's the same. I had to explain to him. And I said, don't follow the bandwagon. I've never known you like this. Play those ways we know you. Play the things we understand. Forget about what is current. That is what happened to somebody, not actually me. But he shared the experience with me. So I am now telling our younger friends, everything is not amapiano. Everything is not the very latest. It's good to advertise the latest songs, to drop the hits, but you have to also play according to the uh, bracket, the age bracket of it.
The audience, yeah, the psyche of your audience.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, DJ Perfect, for coming to the show. We are rounding off. But before we round up, I want to give you opportunity. This is your show. As the president of the DJs Association of Men, I want you to give a shout out. Give a shout out to people you have passed through their tutelage, people that have supported you until you became president and still supporting you, people that, that are part of your leadership. Just a free shout out. You own the show, man.
Okay. First and foremost, I have to start again with my friend and my brother, like no other, my junior brother for that matter. Friday, the Castle Majestic CEO. You know, he was actually the one that encouraged me because I don't actually like politics. I know I have capacity, I have capability of getting things done when I want to. They have seen me lead our hometown as a young person. I've led so many associations of, you know, within Aba, so they know what I am capable of doing when it comes to leadership. But I don't like campaigns. I don't like challenge. I don't like, you know, competing, especially when my friends are going to be my opponent. So I don't really like things like that. So when I discovered that the person that, when I declared my interest to become the president, I discovered that the person that is supposed to contest against me is my very good friend. So I almost gave up. So, but when I came back from one of our meetings and I was discussing with my brother, I told him I had intention to contest, but because my friends is all.
Wow, I think there's a little history from network background. He will be coming back stronger, and we're almost rounding up for those of you who are watching. I don't know where you're watching from. Are you watching from Instagram? Are you watching from YouTube? Or are you watching? We have DJ Perfect. DJ Perfect International is the President Association of Nigerian DJs. He is back to the show.
Okay. So during the election, there was that divide. Some people supported my friend. Some people supported friends, supported my friend. Some of his own.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I think there's a little challenge from.
Yeah, I think the network is giving us problems here.
Yeah, but we're always rounding up. It has been nice. It has not been fluctuating. I think with this, I think this is last thing you will say, and we go there. Yes, my people, you can see what's going on. This is DJ Perfect on the show. We're almost rounding up. I'm taking back to the show. Yeah.
Okay, so let me quickly just tell you that there is no special person that actually made me. All our friends, both those who did not vote for me, immediately I stepped in because I've been their deputy president over the years. The love is always there. So when I won the election, me and my friend, we hugged each other. We started eating together, drinking together. So the whole love returned and the association came back as it used to be. And the result of what happened last weekend is a testimony that all hands is actually on deck. So nobody was actually against anybody. But some people felt my friend would do it better if he comes in before me, and some believe that I will do better. So, but when they saw that one person had lost out, all of us, including my friend, we started doing our thing. You know, we are DJs, we are happy people. So we don't keep malice. It's in our gene. We keep the relationship. We just love people. And when music is played, immediately we went to the stage, started playing one after the other, and all the election, fever disappeared. And today we are working closely together, and the result is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to you mentioned some people who respectfully responded to your call during the awards, people like Kenny's Music, that's why I said, give a shout out to some of these people.
Okay, yes. Let me start with he is the father of the industry, as I always call him. Kenny's Music, Keke Ogumwe, and the D1, when we were actually growing up, they were the people that came back from, I think, in London and started bringing artists together, promoting them. So when we started this idea, he was one of the people we went to see. So I thank Mr. Ogumwe, Kenny's Music, for listening to us and also for attending. I want to also extend my greetings to Jacob Akinyemi Johnson, JAJ of Silverbird. He was also there. He was so supportive. And I want to thank the man I always have on my lips. I love him. His attitude towards people is amazing, so supportive. The future holds a lot for that man. That is Mr. Sen, the NCC boss, the DG of Nigerian Copyright Commission. He's a man of many parts. So I want to really appreciate him. And I want to thank Don Jazzy, who also received our letter and sent a reply, unlike so many other big names in the industry who did not see our letters as something serious. So he replied and told us, he gave us actual assurance actually that he's going to be part of the whole movement from start to finish by 2025. I want to also thank the Wizkid manager, Sunday Are. Sunday is an amazing character. His doors is always open for anybody to walk in, especially when you are doing anything that is related to music. So Mr. Sunday Are is an icon to behold. I want to thank the immediate past president of the JAM. That's Tade Adeyemi, DJ Cool. The success of that award night cannot be discussed without mentioning him. He worked so tirelessly, and he's somebody of about 60. He's a grandfather after all, but he did not mind his age. He was here and there. He was offering advices. He was going to all the ministries. You know, he was calling me every day, asking me, have we done this? Have we done that? I mean, I don't know how to describe. He's such an amazing father. And Dijan, we call him the father of Dijan actually. So we are not surprised with what he did. He also got an award for his role. Then all the members of the BOTs, of which I am one of them, representing Southeast, especially the BOT chairman, he's also living in the United States. DJ Kolabaye, we call him Baba K. I think he's presently in Nigeria. He tried to be in that award night, but he missed a flight from Lagos to Abuja, so he couldn't make it. So my shout out to the father and all the members of the BOT and my executive council, from my deputy president, Tommy T, who is like a brother to me, he's a very young person, though sometimes will misunderstand me, but whenever I call him and I tell him, this is the reason why I've done this, and you need to learn from it, he always listens. So he's such a young brother. I love him, and he's a workaholic. Our national secretary, Sonny Eyes, he lives in Benin. My very good friend and brother, he won 4 awards for himself. That's and Benny G, our treasurer. Honestly, I don't want to mention them because all these people, they're amazing people. In my speech during the award night, I said that I have the best team that I will ever wish to work with as an administrator. Am I going to talk about the financial secretary who took charge of virtually everything? She did what a man could not even do, and she never gets angry. That is one amazing thing about DJ Get. She stands out. So my appreciation. All the provosts, 1, 2, They did a marvelous job on the night. They were like my own security, walking around with me, making sure that nothing happened to the president. So I am very happy with all these people. Those that I have not remembered, our regional coordinators who spread the news from south-south to southwest to northeast to north central to southwest to northwest, wherever west and the north, Abuja, they did a yeoman's job. All the chairmen of the JAM in Nigeria, those that were present, those that couldn't make it, that sent in their messages and the reason why they could not make it. They said, delegates, I am happy with all of you, and I am glad to assure you that we'll continue to work together. 2025 is still going to be greater than what we have witnessed. Not forgetting the consultant who planned the whole event, the CEO of Leadership Scorecard magazine, my very good friend, Mr. Humphrey Oima, who defied
Yeah, eventually you can see DJ was rounding up. He was mentioning the consultants and who handled Mr. Honorable Onyema Humphrey, that handled the event, the CEO of Scorecard magazine.
Yes, yes, I'm very grateful. But one
Why is it?
last person, the legendary DJ Humility. Oh my God. I call him a man of many parts, a name that opens a lot of doors. Virtually all the big names that attended the event, he used his presence to open the doors to those people's offices. I remain ever grateful to him. And he has promised to even do more because we'll have more time now to work. Then the honorable from Adamawa State is such, I don't know how to describe him, a jolly good fellow. He supported us massively, physically, advice, you know, call it finance, whatever. He's just the best. So I thank all of them, and all the team members of the JAM, everywhere you are in Nigeria, not forgetting our legend, Jimmy Jat. I bow always. He's the of Nigerian DJing. It is Jimmy that brought DJing to the limelight. Everybody talk about DJ. That's why when you talk about DJ in Nigeria, first person will ask you, is it Jimmy Jat? And you start introducing your own self. So we owe him that respect. He's the legend and he will remain the legend. We call him the greatest of all time. My respect always. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, thank you, DJ Perfect, for coming and for this very mind-blowing conversation. So I want to ask you, did you like this conversation? Hello?
I didn't get the question.
I said, how do you feel about this conversation?
Oh, it's mind-blowing.
All right. Okay, what
the truth in me, and you have brought out the truth in me. You have asked me the questions that really got me, say all that I needed to say. So yeah. I must be frank. You are such an amazing journalist to strike your guest with the questions that will bring the best out of them. It's not a mean feat. You have to get all the training in the world, Yeah. So I'm not surprised where you are is where we get it right. But not saying that Nigeria is not working. I don't want to actually go into that discourse. Yeah. Nobody's saying Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is working, but the people managing it is frustrating some effort.
Sure.
You cannot say entirely that Nigeria is not working. If Nigeria is not working, all of us will go to the
Nigeria is working.
So Nigeria is working, but the people managing Nigeria is frustrating a lot of effort that will make Nigeria stand out. Nigeria is an exceptional country. We're supposed to stand out. And that is why we're angry when we bring policies, suggestions that can make the country work even better and improve. And people are not serious about it. They are not giving us listening ears. It turns us off, you know. So that is what I mean by, I can only be, this country is working and it will continue to work. We'll be patient and we'll get there someday. Thank you.
Okay, DJ Perfect, what will you tell your followers about Chinedu Anichi TV, the African voice?
I will call on all of us. I will continue to tell people about your TV, to always subscribe, to watch what you are doing here. You are doing an amazing work. So may God bless you as a person, bless the Anichi TV. And I promise you myself, I'm going to be watching you also. And I'm sure when our members will watch this interview, they will want to always tune in. You know, I have a massive membership across, you know, spread across the length and breadth of this country. So
yeah, sure.
your followership will certainly increase with this interview. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, DJ Perfect. As your name sounds, continue to be perfect. This is the president, my people. This is the president of DJs Association of Nigeria. Last Saturday, he had a mind-blowing award that injected positivity, motivation into the live stream of all the DJs for value, for elevation, for self-worth, and for recognition. So we give it to you, DJ Perfect International, for coming again in Chinedu Anichi TV and sustaining, consolidating, and projecting the continuity of the profession of DJ in a very positive way. Today, again, you have brought it to global limelight, because what we are doing here is not Nigerian, it's not just Africa, but it's a global platform where people from all over the world watch. So DJ in Nigeria has gotten another global outreach that have projected their image for global recognition. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
Thank you.